Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am filming, as you've already guessed, my assumptions video. So I asked you on Instagram basically to send me in your assumptions about me. I do find it quite interesting what people like assume about people just from what they post on social media. So I thought I'd film this, never filmed it before. So yeah, I've got a little bit of help from Andy today. He's actually going to be reading out the assumptions for me. And yeah, let's see what you guys apparently assume about me. Go on then, Andy, give me the first one.
You come from a rich family.
I come from a rich family. No. It's the long and short answer of that. No, I don't. I come from a very normal family, very just working class family, but no, definitely not from a rich family.
You're over the age of 25.
I am over the age of 25. If anyone follows me on Instagram, I had a breakdown about this as well, because someone sent me in an age-related question and like worded it wrong. They actually sent me a DM and said they worded it wrong. And I was having a breakdown because I was like, oh my god, how old do I look? But yeah, I am over the age of 25. I'm 27.
You were a model at one point in time.
A model?
Yeah,
no.
A model.
Definitely weren't a model. The closest I've got to being a model is being an Instagram model.
You're the honest friend everyone needs, and you say what you really feel. I.e., you'll tell them if their outfit's rubbish.
Yeah, I am very, very honest, and sometimes very, maybe brutal. I'm
Too
not
honest.
Pardon me?
Too honest.
Too honest. Yeah, I am, but I think you need that in a friend. I'm not horrible, I'm not nasty, but I just don't mince my words, and I'm quite dry as well. I've got a very sarcastic, dry sense of humour, which if you're not used to, or if you don't like that sense of humour, you just won't get me or get what I'm saying. But yeah, no, I am quite honest, and yeah, don't mince my words.
You're a very confident person.
I'd probably say no, not naturally at all. Me and Andy always joke about this because we are literally the opposite people. My worst nightmare is having to go to a new place and meet new people. I think I've got, like, whereas Andy, he loves meeting new people. Like, even our neighbours. Like, Andy had already been in all of our neighbours' houses within the first week of us living in this house. Like, he just makes friends. Like, he's
nosy.
Yeah, he's nosy, but he just makes friends. And Andy's got a very friendly face. I think that's what it is. Andy's always smiling. He just looks very warm and approachable. I don't. Like, my face is usually like this 99% of the time. So people probably look at me and think, I don't want to speak to that Mardy bitch. So I usually have to be like the person to initiate a conversation, but I'm not confident, so I don't. But no, I think I've got better. I've definitely got better. I think doing this job has made me get better. It's forced me to get better. But naturally, no, I'm not a confident person at all.
You're not a big city girl at all.
A big city girl?
I.e., you prefer the countryside.
Yeah, I'd say that's true. Like, I know how a lot of people would love to live in London, or honestly that is my worst nightmare. Like, I don't want to live in the middle of a city. I don't like that atmosphere. I don't like noise and traffic and just lots of things going on. I don't like the thought of people walking past my house, walking past my windows every day, constantly. So no, my dream is literally to live in the middle of the countryside, in the middle of nowhere, where I never see anyone. I know I sound like such an antisocial bitch, but I just love my peace and quiet. I love my home comforts. Yeah, I'm definitely not a big city girl.
You don't go through your message requests.
Oh my god, I definitely do go through my message requests. I can't even say this without sounding a bit like a knob, but I do get a lot of messages every day, and I know there's probably a common misconception that because I do like Instagram as a job, that I'm probably on my phone 24/7, and I'm not. The only reason I can do Instagram as a job is because I'm actually away from my phone, like creating content or making videos, and so sometimes it's a bit overwhelming. If I was to like literally answer a message as soon as it came in, I'd have to work at like a call centre. I'd need like a headset and a screen in front of me, and I'd have to be like this at my desk all day. But no, when I get a free like couple of hours, or on a Sunday, I often go into my DMs and I'll like go through the messages. Yeah, sometimes it is a lot though to keep on top of regularly.
This one's been written in Spanish, but because I'm bilingual, I understand what they're saying. You know Spanish, and you are Spanish. Basically, do you speak Spanish?
No, is the answer to that. I was trying to think of what is like a Spanish word, and
Hola.
I couldn't. Hola. I couldn't even think of one Spanish word off the top of my head. No, I'm not Spanish. Not got any Spanish in me.
Excellent. You were popular in high school.
Popular? No, I wouldn't say I was popular. I'd say I was middle ground, if that makes sense. I wasn't in like the popular clique of people, although I had a lot of like my friends that I'd say were in the popular group. But I was also friends with people that like weren't in the popular group. I was just very middle ground. I had a really good solid knit group of friends, and like I dabbled with other friendship groups, but yeah, no, definitely not like in the popular group.
You've had plastic surgery.
Absolutely not, and the thought of having plastic surgery genuinely terrifies me. So no, I've not had any.
Look back at this when you're 40 and you're getting a facelift.
Yeah, when I'm 40 years old and I'm like,
Daddy won't
no
recognise
plastic
it.
surgery for me. But no, I've not had any plastic surgery.
Always had perfect skin.
Oh my god, absolutely not. You need to just go down a few videos. No, I developed adult hormonal acne probably about a year and a half ago now, which was just horrendous, like biggest confidence killer ever. And I just had breakouts, or I basically had a beard of spots. It's definitely doing so much better now, but yeah, definitely never had like perfect skin.
You're independent even though you've been with your boyfriend for a while, and you rely on him because he's so fantastic.
No, shut up, that is not the question.
No, the question is, you're independent even though you've been with your boyfriend for a while. Are you independent?
Do you think I am?
No.
You don't think I'm independent? All the women
No.
are independent.
You are no
I'm not-
Beyonce.
I'm not independent. I'm-
Financially, you're independent.
yeah, I'd say I'm quite independent. Am I?
I make your dinner every night.
I'm not putting that in. No, I would say, in all seriousness, I would say I'm independent in terms that I don't go to like Andy for things, but in the same way, in the same respect, I am dependent on him in the sense that I think we're good as a team. So if I am slacking in one area, for example, if I'm having a really busy week, or just the way my schedule's worked out with filming or shooting, and I can't cook dinner, and I haven't put a wash on, and I haven't done the hoovering, like if I'm slacking in that area, Andy's very good at just doing it, and he'll just pick it up and do it. So we work well as a team in that sense. So I am dependent on him like that, but I think that's vice versa as well. I think we help each other. And like if I said to you, please can you take 2 hours out of your day to film a video for me?
Look what Muggins is doing.
Here he is now.
You want to move away from Nottingham?
Yeah, I'd say so. This isn't our like forever place. The only reason we're here is because we met at uni and we ended up buying our first house here. But yeah, no, I think next house we buy will be out of Nottingham.
Becoming an influencer was easy for you.
Easy? Definitely not easy. I mean, I'm not Kylie Jenner. I weren't born into like doing this. Like I had to work really, really hard. Like up to uni, and then obviously I've had a job, and I've had numerous jobs since uni. And then alongside my full-time job, I would do like Instagram. So I would go out and get pictures on the weekend. I had no social life, bearing in mind. Like my whole time outside of work was trying to get Instagram in like a good place. And then eventually I left my job and did it full time. But yeah, it definitely didn't come easy. I had a lot of, like I've said to Andy so many times, I'm packing this in, I can't be bothered with this anymore, I'm not doing this. And it is very disheartening, especially in the beginning when you're not growing and you're trying to just find your place and, you know, find your stride. But yeah, it's definitely been disheartening at times, and many times I wanted to just stop. So yeah, definitely not easy.
You're very posh.
Very posh? Yeah, I'm actually a princess. No, I'm not posh. Not posh at all.
You're naturally a quiet person.
I'd say, going back to like the confidence thing, probably, yeah, if you met me you might think I'm quiet. I'm not one for wanting to be centre of attention in a room, or I'm very happy to sit and be very mellow. But also on the other side of things, I think once you get to know me and I'm like very pally with you, then I've got a different side where I can be loud. But what would you say? Would you say I'm naturally quiet, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quieter than me.
Yeah, Andy's more centre of attention than me. He hogs that limelight, but yeah. So yeah, I probably am quite quiet.
Well, you have over £50,000 in your bank account.
In my bank account? Wow. I'd say just short of that. No, I'm joking. I definitely don't have £50,000 in my bank account.
You're competitive.
Very competitive. It's actually one of my biggest downfalls as well. I'm very competitive. We could literally just say, let's have a quick game of noughts and crosses, and I would be devastated if I lost. Like, it's, yeah. I've always been competitive growing up. Like, I was that annoying kid in school at PE that wanted to win everything. So competitive, in fact, that I actually avoid doing things that I know I'm not good at. It's actually like, it's that tragic.
Your boyfriend pays for your lifestyle. Yep.
What lifestyle? Can you pull your finger out and spend a bit more on it then, please? No, Andy doesn't spend any of his money on my lifestyle. Very much fund that myself. Like, any clothes that I get, I have bought. But yeah, we split things like 50-50.
You want another dog?
Yeah, 100% want another dog. 100% want another dog. No, not instead of Desi. Like, I want another dog in it.
She said.
I want another dog in addition to Desi, is what I meant. But yeah, and that will definitely happen, but I can't see us getting another dog while we're in this house. Probably next house, I'll get another dog. Finished?
Yep.
Finished. Right, guys, if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, something a little bit different from me. But yeah, let me know if you like the video. Please do remember to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, because that would mean the world. And as always, guys, I'll see you next one.